What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Wrath of the Lich King Classic and Cataclysm. Now today we're making video number 2 in my new video series, which is a gold making prep video series for Cataclysm Classic. This is things you can do during the pre-patch, or even before the pre-patch as well, and today we're talking about investments. Now before I show you the investments items and why you want to invest into them, and I also want to show you guys some example prices on my server, I do want to say that I have made a Cataclysm gold making guide for those of you who want to have even more insight into gold making in the Cataclysm expansion. In this gold making guide I cover the best farms to do, I cover different crafts, how to make gold with professions, and my best tips and tricks for gold making in the Cataclysm expansion. Cataclysm was when I first made my first 500,000 gold back in OG Cataclysm, and it's basically where my gold making journey started back in World of Warcraft in, I don't know when the time was, but like 2010, 11, 12, I have no idea, like time just flies, and it's weird, but I started making a lot of gold in Cataclysm, and what basically sparked my entire journey was the Vial of the Sands, a brand new mount that transformed you into a drake and allowed you to fly around with a friend on your back. So me and my friend literally farmed gold together to buy that mount, and we had like a rock paper scissors for who got the mount. I ended up getting the mount, and then I had to like fly him all over the place, but had a really good time. Either way, if you want to know my gold making strategies and secrets for Cataclysm, check out my gold making guide. Alternatively, check out my Patreon. The links to both will be down below in the video description or the pinned comment. I will give you guys one exclusive video to Patreon every single month. That means there's one video monthly on Patreon that will never go live anywhere else. So if you want to have even more gold making info, that's the place to be, and I'll give you guys detailed information, detailed posts on how I make my gold as well. So gold making guide, one-stop shop. You also get early access to my gold making videos in Cataclysm, and you get access to a private goldmaking community. Or check out my Patreon if you want to support me even further and get even more information back as well. Okay, let's talk about investments, things you can buy now. For this video, I'll be focusing on what I personally call anti-inflation investments, or basically investments that will go up in price with inflation. Now, on top of that, in Cataclysm, we will be getting, well, we actually currently have the collection tab in Wrath, so that means that collectors will be even more eager to fill out their tabs, because now you can have everything account-wide. So mounts, pet, toys, heirlooms, everything is basically account-wide, and it gives you more of an incentive to actually collect stuff, and it's way easier to keep tabs of what you have collected. So in this video, we'll be using this to our advantage, and we're focusing on investments that will be going up in price with inflation. Now, Cataclysm will cause a lot of inflation, trust me, so on these items you have a pretty significant chance on making a profit. Now, item number 1 is going to be the Azure Whelpling. Now, as I said, I also want to show you guys some example prices on my server. So Azure Whelp on my server is currently selling for 8,000 gold, but there's only 2 of them for that price. The next price jump is 12.5, and hovering over here, you can see the region market value average is 7.5. So on some servers out there, it could be way cheaper, and on some it could be way more expensive. Now, every now and then we do get free character transfers as well on the Wrath servers, so if you want to make even more gold here, if it's really cheap on your server, buy it out, hope for a free transfer, transfer away, make way more gold. That is item number 1. Item number 2 is this one right here, the Dark Whelpling. It's in the same category, but drops from a whole different place. So Dark Whelplings are also the same on my server, but we don't have the cheap ones. It's 12.2k. Now, region market value average is 7.3, so to me that kind of signals that my server is a little bit on the expensive side, and it's probably not an item that I want to buy right now. Now, item number 3, Decahedral Dwarven Dice. Hopefully I said that one correctly, but Decahedral Dwarven dice. You can see this one is selling for 10k. Region market value average is 9.4 on this one. So once again, my server is a little bit on the expensive side, but that's okay. It's still a really good item to have. And if you don't want to buy them, by the way, you can still farm for them. All of these items are farmable in the open world, and probably part of a later video where you can farm things like this in the open world. Now, After that, we also have this one right here, the Disgusting Oozling. This one can also be farmed for. It's a little bit annoying to farm for, though, I'll tell you that much. Disgusting Oozling. This one is selling for 14,000 gold on my server, and once again, my server is on the expensive side, with the region market value average being 12.3. After Disgusting Oozling, we have another investment coming up. This one is more based on heirlooms. So heirlooms, when Cataclysm comes out, first of all, we have the pre-patch as well. When the pre-patch comes out, this is more of an investment for the pre-patch, but also during Cataclysm. When the pre-patch comes out, a lot of people will level new alts, because first of all, we get access to goblins and worgens, but we also get access to new class combinations. We get, is it dwarf warlock that we don't have in the past? We have human hunters, we have dwarf shamans. Basically, we have a lot more class and race combinations that we didn't have in the past. With that being said, a lot of people might be looking to level up alts and enchant their heirlooms, so this one right here gives you 29 spell power on a melee weapon. It's called Enchant Weapon Healing Power, but it gives you spell power now. So for this one, we have the Greater Eternal Essence, we have Large Billion Shards, and we have Essence of Water. Greater Eternal Essence, for example, on my server, is going for 7 gold each. We also have Large Brilliant Shards. Let's see what they're going for. They're also going for basically 7 gold each, or 6 gold each, but you can also see there's only a couple of them available, and then it jumps up to 10 gold. So could there be some flipping possibilities here? I'm not going to do it myself right now, but it could be some flipping possibilities. Then we have Essence of Water as well. This one is selling for 50 gold. And there's once again only 3 different auctions available, then it's 200 gold for the next one. So Essence of Water, first of all, good flipping possibility. Second of all, good gold farm. You can go out and farm these right now and probably make over 1,000 gold per hour by farming those at that current price. So that is the Essence of Water. I also just realized my picture here is over all of the items, so let me go back and show you. Greater Eternal Essence, 7 gold, and we have Large Billion Shards, 6.3, and we have Essence of Water, 50 gold, 40, 48, 48, 48, and 200 gold for the last one. Now, going in line with enchanting materials, we also have Enchant Weapon Spell Power. This one gives you 30 spell power instead of 29. It's 2 of the same materials, but also Golden Pearl. So we have already taken a look at Greater Eternal Essence and Large Billion Shards, but we have not checked out Golden Pearl. Now, Golden Pearl on my server, as you can see, it's 423 gold, and then jumps up to 700 gold. Now, I've been offloading quite a few of my golden pearls, and I'll tell you that I'm kind of sad about that right now, man. I'm kind of sad about that, but I do have quite a few left over as well, so hopefully we may make even more gold with this. I did have 2,000 golden pearls at one point, and I've been selling them for 150 gold each, but that being said, I have used that gold to make more gold, so overall I'm way in the green here, and we're just chilling. Now, one more investment right here is a mount, Mechanier's Chopper. This is a mount you can get right now in Wrath, and you will see a lot less people having those materials when Cataclysm comes out. This one you will not double your gold on or triple your gold on, but you can get a couple of thousands gold, especially if you get this one cheap. As you can see, it's currently listed for 16.5k on the auction house. There's an auction house cut when you're selling stuff on the auction house, so try to whisper anyone who's selling this and get it for a 15 to 20% discount, because that way they get a fast sale, they avoid the auction house fee, and you get a cheaper mount. So you can get this one all the way down to 12k probably, if you're lucky. So try to get this one really cheap. Once again, looking at this, the region market value average is 17.3k on this one alone. Next up, we have the Orb of Deception. This one right now, Orb of Deception, on my server is going for 5k gold. Region market value average is 6.2, and it's a pretty good item to have. A lot of people have been buying this though. You can see on my auction house, there's 6 auctions. One person has 3 of them. I just wanted to point that out, because this one was worth a couple hundred gold in the past, and it's absolutely blown up since the announcement of Cataclysm. So that's one extra investment you could make right now. Going back to whelplings though, we have Tiny Crimson Whelpling. This one is going for 8,000 gold and has a region market value average of 9.2. So for once, my auction house is not on the higher end or the upper end of the spectrum on that one. One more investment, once again in the same category, in the whelplings, we have Tiny Emerald Whelpling, going for 14,000 gold, and has a region market value average of 9.9, so on this one my server is really expensive, but I also want to say, if you don't want to buy them, you can farm them. All of these whelplings are farmable in like vanilla WoW zones. Tiny Emerald Whelpling, for example, you can go out and farm in the Swamp of Sorrows. So if you don't want to buy it, and you just want to like have a chill farm, you can farm it in the Swamp of Sorrows around this lake. Let me take away the icon. Around this lake right here, you can farm for that one. And even the Dark Whelplings, you can farm for in the Badlands. And the Tiny Crimson one, you can farm for in Wetlands. So all of these items, even though they're really good investments, you can make those investments by spending your time instead of your gold, if that's more doable for you personally. Now, one last investment, going back to dice, we have the Worn Troll dice as well. We had the Decahedral Dwarven one earlier, now we have the Worn Troll dice. This one is only going for 1.5k on my server and has a region market value average of 2.6. So on this one, my server is looking really juicy, and as you can see, one of them has a bid of 900 gold. So if you're ever making investments, take a look at the bid price. If somebody has a bid like this, bid on that instead. I can save 500 gold right now by making this bid instead of buying something out. That is possibly one of the best advice I can give you when it comes to investments. Look for cheap bids and take the risk. And maybe even note down how long is left on the auction and keep looking back in as the time closes down. Either way, those are some investments for Cataclysm Classic that you can make right now, both before the pre-patch, during the pre-patch, and if you don't want to buy them, you can farm for them. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, check out my Cataclysm Classic gold making guide. Through the link down below, you will get early access to Cataclysm gold making videos, gold farming videos, and investments videos from Phase 1 to Phase 2. Alternatively, check out my Patreon for monthly exclusive gold making videos for both Season of Discovery and also Cataclysm Classic when that time comes. And we even have, like right now on my gold making guide, we have a couple of really good farms that first of all, we have one you can only do before the pre-patch comes out, and we have a couple of farms that you have to do or you really want to do in the pre-patch as well. So if you want to make more gold in Cataclysm, once again, check out my gold making guide. I believe I can help you out, and you're helping me out as well, by helping me become a better content creator and allowing me to spend more time finding these farms, finding the investments, and testing things out. As always, I really hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I hope you found it useful. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you again in the next one.